Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I'm JT O'Sullivan. Today, Matthew Stafford going on the road. Big plays, massive play at the end. Fired up. Let's get into it. Welcome to the QB School. So this video is a small sample size of what will be available over on the Quarterback School Patreon community this week. So if you're interested in seeing the entire video broken down, and I really think that it probably tells a little bit of a different story than just the highlights that you'll see here, but I'm excited to share it. So hop over there to the Quarterback School Patreon community. Great way to support the channel and see kind of more longer form videos, kind of what it's like in an NFL quarterback room. So as for this one, let's get it going. All right, Matthew Stafford getting it done, finding a way. My goodness, right here, ripping a seam, whole 2x2, double comeback, get the seams going, working up the middle field player. Great job by Matthew Stafford. Watch his eyes. Hold that left, come back and rip to the right. And that's just an absolute laser. Love how they're able to get to this. He did a great job using his eyes all game. But when I'm thinking about how you're going to manipulate this player right in the middle of the field, so all go double comeback to me is seam, and really he had either seam. Up top, we're going to pair it with comebacks. Could be paired with anything, really. Could be paired with double goes, hinges, stops, whatever. But if you like the matchup here and they're playing country cover 3, meaning that they're not jamming, they're not doing anything to these seam runners here. These flat players aren't getting in their way, aren't making life difficult on these seams. They're getting free run-throughs here. So really, it's all about this release. If you can get a good release on that flat defender, you got a chance to really threaten this middle field player. And it's just a great call, excellent execution, but man, he makes these throws look easy. This is effortless dime. Again, I mean, both the seams, right? Cup up top gets a little reroute, but he gets right back into a spot. If he would have worked up top, it'd be a big hit too. But beautiful accuracy, great job getting it up and down, driving this thing, and then of course the eyes. Hold to the left, no hesitation, come back and rip it. Beautiful job. This next one I put on just because obviously Kupp's having a great year catching the ball, but these are the little things I think that you'll never really see, on a true highlight. Kupp up top on the point on the bunch there. Boom! Really being smart about trying to, whether his responsibility is MDM, the edge, however you want to say it, watching 10 here on the left, he's going to catch this linebacker coming across. That's not anybody. He's going out there to zone block the guy who's just outside of him, in my opinion. So right here, he's trying to get out here and reach this thing. But he's got his eyes. He's such a heady player. He's got his eyes inside. So when he comes off kind of under control, he sees this linebacker start to hit this thing. And so he just puts his shoulder into him and flat out knocks him down. I mean, it's just you don't see guys who have the type of year he's having on the perimeter block like that. You just don't consistently. Just a really nice job. Hold it, boom. And that's how you get the edge. And really should have been a better run. Dude struggled all day, but I mean, stepping out of bounds like that. Love the design here too. So they shift to 2x2. Then we're going to fly motion. Okay, so to me, we're going to call this fly motion just to put a term on it, but we're going to fake this like we're going to get the jet sweep here. So we're coming across. This motion is horizontal stretch. So we're going to stretch the defense with this motion after we've shifted. He's not going to get it, but he's going to then lead up and block. Kupp's going to get a great block here on the seal, but then Beckham's going to come across on like the split flow action. Now, he technically doesn't block anybody, but just look what's going on here with this horizontal stretch, but what it does to the defense, instead of asking Beckham to block somebody, it just takes his guy over there. Yes, please. Go ahead and exit, and we'll run right where you were. So again, taking advantage of some of these man coverages in the run game. I mean, look at the horizontal stretch, y'all. Fake, give it to him, get the edge, and get an extra blocker. Man, that's outstanding offensive architecture run game. My goodness. Watch it from the back here. Pretend you're a linebacker trying to get your keys, and you've got guys going every way sideways. And you get ear hold from a wide receiver. So next one here, taking advantage of all those wide zones. They come out. Obviously, you're going to have a great naked boot game. So they shift to 2x2. You can see him alert this thing, gets into the exact call that he wants. He's going to hit the late up top. Nice job flipping his hips, making this play. I will say, this is just my own personal critique, obviously, but Matthew Stafford has a tendency to make some unnecessarily difficult throws. Like, this doesn't have to be that. I mean, it's a cool looking throw, right? Flip around, spin it right in there. That doesn't have to be that hard, in my opinion. If you get more depth, flip your hips, and that's an easy walk-in, as opposed to the, artsy, spin around. And I think it gets him in trouble later in the game. If you watch the full game, he misses some throws that he should make. And it's because he, in my opinion, makes them unnecessarily difficult. So on this naked, what am I talking about? The Rams are as good as anybody in the league as far as hitting this, what I'm used to calling this late. So he seals the edge. Usually on a naked, you have something to the corner. You have some sort of over. You got some sort of deep over, post, whatever. It doesn't matter how we get there. Someone is going to be in the flat one way or the other. So this late here seals the edge and then is able to get into the flat. And they do such a great job of running the ball out of these condensed sets, even though they didn't have a great day running it. So again, you get that corner, gets pushed out of bounds, just so much space. Again, here, nice job making this type of throw. Certainly not the easiest throw in the world, but wide open, great scheme, nice design. Right on him right there, touchdown. Next touchdown, I mean, this is just a tough one. 3rd and 19 to give up a wide open touchdown like this to beat what I'm going to call Tampa 2 here. You can see, first of all, watch the corner up top. It looks like he's telling him to back up. I don't coach DBs in the league, but that looks like back the hell up from 24. 32 just loses his mind, squeezes the vertical of number 2, and Kupp gets to just run the rail out there. Then he does the slow guy cutback. It's a super veteran move there to check the Jumbotron and cut back. Look at his eyes. Nice job. Now, Stafford definitely does a nice job here manipulating that safety with his eyes. You can watch his eyes to our right. But to think that you're going to get this, versus this coverage, I don't want to go in a deep dive about critiquing, some of the calls in this game, because they certainly are worthy of critique. But let's just quickly talk here. Cover 2. So whatever variation of cover 2 there's a bunch of them, whether it's Tampa, whether it's Palms, whether it's straight 2, whether it's 2-man, whatever. This guy telling him to back up 3rd and 9, you would think that you would want to get more depth and really hold your landmark, whatever that is, 2 yards inside the numbers, whatever. When we get a vertical of this guy going down the field, it usually will clue either some sort of rule here for whoever's got these either middle 3rd in Tampa 2, or who's got the vertical of number 2, who's got the vertical of number 3, whatever. When someone's running with him, so they're running with that vertical, if you're the safety with the half-field responsibility, you can't come off your landmark like this. You can't. You got to make him make a throw over the top and collision him, all those types of things. You can't just lose your mind and drive this vertical on number 2 and leave the best release go running down the rail. You can't do it. The other thing to pay attention to here is just what they were doing all day with when you watch the full game, when they moved the back and the tight ends up here to take these edges off, so to get chips on the defensive line, to then get into their checkdowns. And they were doing it all day, and it really plays a big part on the final play where they get that big play to Kupp running down the middle versus 0. But right here, just watch that safety. As soon as he drives that inside seam, see him turn his hips and go. I mean, someone's running with that vertical, right? The middle linebacker, 45, is running with that vertical of number 2. Now, if he can make that throw, good for him, but it's going to be into double coverage with a collision. You certainly can't have that happen. And then I think it's fair to attack, do you even want to run cover 2 in a 3rd and 19 situation? Why do you want, 4.5 guys underneath? That's a different conversation for a different day. But that's a beautiful job by Matthew Stafford and Kupp making that thing happen. That's just a massive play. I mean, those are game-winning plays. Then to have multiple ones, it's just really impressive to go on the road and make that type of thing happen. So, hats off, but man, that's some bad defense. No doubt. Great job there. Find a way. Don't get caught. Next one here. This is a beautiful design. Great execution on a little wheel to Odell Beckham in the slot up top. So we're going to fake the swing screen, which they have already run. Then we're going to have a post up top with a wheel, and it's like a bluff wheel. So he's going to bluff like he's going to block for that swing. And then y'all, that is a dime. That is in the bucket, at the target, center target. Perfect. And this thing is not an easy throw. To the field, great job getting lined up. That's just a perfectly tempoed ball. I mean, an absolute thing of beauty. So again, quickly draw it up because this is a great play. A lot of teams run this at many levels. Fake the swing, which we've already run and thrown. They've been doing it off like a little RPO here. Throw it to him. These guys come out here and block. Well, instead, he comes out, runs a post to clear that out, and then he comes out, bluffs it, and gets into the wheel area. I'm used to calling this a whopper. You're welcome. Wheel, post. So you just come out here, you fake this thing, and really the throw is designed to hit up this wheel area. And it's almost uncoverable depending on what this corner does. If this corner falls in at all at this post, it's a thing of beauty, but you still have to make this throw. This is to the field, backing away off a pump fake. Just a really, really difficult, challenging throw, but great design. So watch that post up top. See the post capture the corner, or at least create enough space for that wheel. And then watch Odell Beckham's route here. He doesn't come right off running. He comes off like he's going to block and then slips him. And then check the anticipation part of this. He's had a bunch of great anticipation throws in this game, but this one is beautiful. So he's not even by him yet on the wheel, right? Odell Beckham's already looking back, black visor. Dime up on his face mask, high and away. Perfectly weighted ball, just outstanding. Cannot cover that. Great design, great execution, world class. Again, all his cleats in the ground. Talk about this a lot. Back of his drop, he goes to throw it right there. Rips it, gets that great torque. Perfect accuracy. Outstanding. And then the last one, obviously this is just a beyond special play. They're going to hit you with 0. They're not going to execute it properly. Make them pay. Yes, it's against some safety, but that safety's a hell of a player. But not doing this. This is asking of too much. Bridge too far. When I'm talking pass pro here, so first of all, let's talk just the concept. I'm not going to pretend to tell you exactly what this is. I can tell you that this to me is the bones of dagger up top here. So we're going to come up here and just, whether you call it a clear, whether you call it a run through, whether you call it all for the love of the game, whatever. The ball rarely goes to this clear. It looks like it's paired with an in, and then at the bottom it looks like it's paired with either another in or a curl. In my opinion, all 3 of these routes get you an opportunity for a field goal. Now, some field goals are easier than others, but I mean, that's bad defense. It just is bad defense. And then the pass pro here, so I'll talk about it from the back, maybe it would be easier, but if we get 7-person pass pro, so the 5 offensive linemen, the sniffer in the back, these guys have been chipping all day out of this. So chip the edge and get into your check down. Well, right here, they bring what I'm going to call the Sam or nickel Sam or star. Here's the Sam, Mike, Will, just for names. When he comes, the sniffer should block him. You only chip if that's not your responsibility. The line to me is going those 5 to the 4 down and the Mike. So to me, the sniffer's responsibility is right there. The back's responsibility is right there. Now, the Mike ends up not adding on. So once the back blocks or whoever he has in coverage blocks, he needs to hit this thing if it's true 0. But to me, we have a pass protection breakdown from the sniffer. The Mike on defense certainly doesn't get home. And so when you don't get home in 0, you've got a chance to be significantly exposed downfield, and there it is. So there shouldn't even be a free runner. And Sue wins. That's the other part. Sue should be blocked. I say that a lot. But come on, tight end, help me out. Can't have blinders on right there for the nickel. But that's an absolute dime. Again, perfect trajectory, perfect accuracy, great execution to close this thing out. But you can see they can't even get lined up, right? I mean, look at 58. Watch 58's effort. This is to win the game. Like, you're that concerned about getting chipped here? Come on. I need more. Only Sue's going hard. But that's an absolute dime. Big plays all over the place. So that is a wrap. Matthew Stafford, massive playoff road win versus the Bucs, knocking out Tom Brady. Just some special throws there, some massive big moments. Hopefully you really enjoyed it. If you want to see the entire video that maybe tells a more complete picture of how he played and what the Rams look like moving forward, I think you're really going to dig the entire game over on the Quarterback School Patreon community. So hop over there, check that out this week. As always, I appreciate it. I will see you next time. Have a good one.